What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 16th episode of I'm Standing on a Million Lives. This one's titled The Island That Flows. Okay, yeah, last episode was, I think, one of the weakest of not just this half of the series, and now we're in the season 2, but also of the first season as well. The fighting in this show is not good. It just isn't. The orc fights were pretty bad, for the most part. Yeah, they weren't very impressive. They didn't feel like super high stakes or anything like that, and ultimately the way they were taken down and the way they moved was so lackluster that it didn't really feel like anything was happening. And then, honestly, the death of Rice was significantly overplayed. I don't know if there was more content of him in the manga for this series, or if they skipped a lot of what he would have meant, but the heroes becoming so overly attached to him to make this huge emotional moment at his death was I think significantly overdone. I think the only reason I can allow them to be so attached is because they are young, and therefore they're probably not used to something like that happening in front of them. Because has anyone else actually died in front of them? Now I'm thinking about it, have they had to contend with deaths of other people in all of this? I don't remember if they have. I don't believe... Well, no, they have, because they've had I remember the humans that were involved. I don't think they cried anywhere near as much for that one guy that got killed in the at the end of season 1. I don't think, anyway. So for them to be so attached to Rice just felt kind of out of place. It just felt so overly done and forced that it was just whatever. But yeah. Focusing away from the action and stuff of this show, because it doesn't do action too well. The actual questions they're now raising, I don't know if it was just the subtitles that made it out this way, or if this is legitimately word for word what was said when Yotsuya said the humans are clearly the bad guys. I don't know if he was just implying that the humans are the bad guys and the orcs are not, or if he was just saying the humans are also not without blame. Because if he was to say, the humans aren't exactly saints in all this either, I would agree, because they were the ones that kicked this off. Well, they're the ones who are starting this course of action to exterminate the orcs, despite already having an agreement with them that they haven't gone any further. Now, the orcs definitely were wrong, because they invaded the island in the first place, or at least that's what we know of, however many years ago it's been. But I'm still a little confused on the timeline of when that was. They've been on this island for 900 years? The orcs came... I thought they said 20 years ago, which isn't that long in memory, I don't think, but maybe it wasn't 20 years, maybe it was longer than that, but I thought it was 20 years or something. And they made a deal. Humans made a deal just because they were being eaten. It's hey, we can coexist here. They made an effort and say, hey, we've got these buffo, how about we do that? And then there wasn't going to be enough, and so instead of trying to reconcile that with the orcs in any way, we just immediately resort to killing them, which is, I think, why Yotsuya would regard them as bad guys, because you have this agreement and you can't honor said agreement, so your result is just get rid of the other side so the agreement didn't matter in the first place. That is a bit scummy, but also we're dealing with orcs and humans, and I think that's just general perception that orcs are not valued in the same way because they are typical monster race. And so why would we reason with them in that way? They're just a dumb monster, what do we care? But they seem to have some form of collective society within them, and an intelligence that means they are not... They should be treated more equally alongside humans, rather than just being diminished as a monster, if that makes sense. Just like how, in Reincarnated as a Slime, they are monsters, but they're also capable of independent thought. They're just like humans. They just happen to be monstrous in appearance and ability, but they have the same human traits that you could also see. Part of that is obviously Rimru's influence, because he's molding these people to be more human-like because he's more human-like, and so, it's not without his own monstrous qualities, though. I mean, he did murder and kill 10,000 soldiers or so, or more. So he's not like completely an angel, but like you get the point. And so I'm kind of interested to see how we explore this bit. We've got the Queen now fighting. Who was it? I think it was Iu and one of the other ones that was there. Maybe it was Cantil, the general leader guy. And meanwhile, the rest of them are wheeling the ballista or whatever it was towards our next objective. Or they're trying to rush to catch up because they didn't expect the Queen to necessarily be there when they were. But yeah, I'm hoping they're not focusing too much on the fight, or if they are going to focus on the fight, they actually make the fight a bit more interesting, because the last fights were not very good. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, as per usual, these are time-based for my access on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture and pitching, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture and picture actions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Lock Horizon. Working to catch up on those as quickly as possible, since we need to finish World Trigger ready for Season 3 in October. I would like to get Symphogear completed this season, of course, as well as Lock Horizon, and at least get as far into, complete Season 2, and then get as far into Season 3 as possible, so we can open that slot back up. Maybe next season, although I might leave that until a season after, depending on how next season's lineup ends up going. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. And play your side episode, I side episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll, since they're the ones who license the series. No logos or anything, we're just going straight in from a fade from black. You can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell me the easy transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Repeat time. I still want her to get more character development. She deserves more. Alright. This is where the queen is, right? Yep. I was right, it was you and Cantil. 'Cause, 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 'c Going after the boat out there, right? Yeah. I won't debate that. Yeah, now it is. It's music though. Nice dodge. What? Hmm. Again, they're getting so emotionally invested in these people. I don't quite get why yet. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. How do you not know? They're so slow. Right. It's all fallback. Makes sense. Ah, okay. Hmm. Sure. That is true. That's one way to work around it, I guess, but we're still using that bullet. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. No, I wouldn't have. Yeah. Also, you challenge after wounding her twice. We have a plan? That means there will be danger here in about 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. That's... Hmm. Oh, he's a tough one. You actually survived a hit from an orc, which is surprising. You're not meant to survive hits from orcs, but it creates drama for this scene. That also held quite long. Hmm. Island God is angry? What? Oh shit. Oh shit, we have a volcanic eruption. Okay. Well, we need to evacuate. We need to get off this damn island. We need to get off this island now. All the women and children are already off on the boat. We need another boat, if we have one. Taking advantage of it, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Holy shit! Holy shit. Well then. I'm surprised he took a direct hit like that, but sure. Wait, what happened? The hell happened? It doesn't matter what happened to your physical body, you'll revive fully fine anyway. I guess you got hit by one of the things. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Well, you're dead. And into the water, okay. Should you be able to revive from the water? Can't revive, okay. What's happening with the... Are we being pushed out to sea as well? Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh. One of those is coming. The white wall. Holy shit. How the hell are we meant to survive this? We have no way of surviving this. We just have to hope the tsunami's not big enough to make it all the way inland, I guess. Calamity that struck 800 years ago, okay. Jesus Christ. The amount of direct hits that have happened in this is, I feel like, absurdly high, but sure. That's a big fucking wave. Yeah, it tends to do that. Jesus Christ. How are there going to be any survivors of this at the end? There's a rail down here? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep. I guess we're high enough up here that, yeah. No, it's just nature, but sure. Right. Hmm. If such a place exists, then they didn't build the castle well. Okay. I feel like you could just run away from the island and the volcano will take care of that for you, but. Okay, there's. Okay. Lava's being channeled so far that. Yeah. Hmm. Mm hmm. Yeah, no building necessarily has that one spot that you just hit and it collapses entirely, but that makes more sense, yes. He doesn't. Isn't he also like 15? Like, I forget how old these characters actually are meant to be. I think our new boy was 18, though. Because if he doesn't complete the goal, he dies, but. Hmm. Yes, because you could absolutely get hit by a falling volcanic bomb right now. You shouldn't be outside. Just saying. Hmm. I mean, yes. Mm-hmm. It's also not a lot you can really do against volcanoes and tsunamis, though. Let's be real. Well, tsunamis, there's a lot of advancements in like wave protection technology that's actually really cool. But mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. Well, well, the fuck, the fuck. Okay, okay, sure, sure. Okay, sure. That was a thing. The show is something. Alright. Next week, Daily Orc Talk, the radio show, Just NG for Move, Emo Castle, or the Orc Queen. Okay. Sure. These last bits are so dumb, I don't get the point of them. Now, interestingly, because I'm currently a week behind, and we'll be working to catch up over the next couple of weeks as well, I have a new plan for it that Rex suggested, and I'm very... I think that one's going to work a lot better. I can see the next episode for this show, episode 17. It's called Dick Frob. No, I'm not making that up. I'm looking on Crunchyroll right this second. I see episode 17 right there. Dick Frob. DIKTHROBB. So it's stylized. Why the fuck is it called Dick Frob? Why? I mean, the actual Japanese title is Sinko Binbin, which I don't know if that... I probably mispronounced that anyway. But I don't know if that is a literal translation. Actually, I'm going to look that up now, because I feel like that can't be an actual translation of what it ends up being, but we'll see. We'll see. No, it's Dick Frobin. That is absolutely translation. The Google Translate immediately froze up. Why? Why that? Why that? What does that even mean? Why is that even the title? We're dealing with a volcanic eruption and a seeming god coming out of it. Why is it called Dick Frob? You know, I'm not going to question it. I feel like questioning this show is a mistake. Quite honestly. But, yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a similarity in the way Jiphon is presented and how Japan is presented, if that makes sense. Like, both are the nations, both have their issues with natural disasters, tsunamis, volcanoes, etc. They're talking about how they lack natural resources, which is something that Japan very much did lack, and still does lack, is natural resources, and hence what spurred on their World War II campaign, mostly, and their extension down into the south. As they sought conquest for oil and rubber and all that good stuff from well, not necessarily the Philippines. They had to get the Philippines because they were in the way because they were part of America. But from Singapore and places like that, Dutch East Indies. So I feel like there's some similarities in that sense. I don't know if it's necessarily meant to be so much of an analogy. It's like they're talking about Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, just because there are some very good similarities, but maybe I'm just reading too much into that. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like even though that the lava is being channeled either side, I feel like the heat of that's going to be unbearable after a point. And the volcanic ash that's coming down, surely you're not going to be able to breathe too much. I don't know what the safe distance from a volcano is to be on. I still feel like they need to evacuate this place a little bit. I'm surprised the tsunami didn't do much more. Although we haven't actually seen what happened to... What's his face, have we? We don't know what happened to EU and whatchamacallit, Kanto. We didn't see what happened to them. Yeah, I don't think they shouldn't survive. Considering the size of that tsunami and the position they were at when it was coming in, they did not have enough time to get to high ground. And yeah, I think they should be done. There's no way the Orc survives. No way. Cantil, they'll probably pull some bullshit for him to survive. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what the safe proximity to an active volcano necessarily is in that instance, but I feel like they're probably not there. That lava flowing down, the heat of that, and the ash coming down, surely that's going to have some bad effects, but it probably won't just for the sake of this, but we'll see. Again, I don't know why this next episode is called Dick Frob. I just don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can explain something about it. Obviously, don't spoil what the next episode is going to be, because obviously I haven't seen it yet and I won't be recording it till next week. But like, why Dick Frob? Like, what? Why that title? Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 live fighter on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.